There you go. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Where have I been? Have I gone missing? Well, no. In fact, if you've come to church on Sundays and Wednesdays, you'd see me. But no, I haven't posted anything for a while. Couple reasons. First, 2 weeks ago, the beloved and I, Rebecca, she took a week off to help me redo Luca's bedroom up there, and that was a fun time with Rebecca. Dirty time. She was dirty. She had paint all over. I don't know how that happened, but she did. And then got some work around the house done. And then after her vacation, well, boom, we had spring vacation with the kids, and I had some labor for them to do, and we still got a lot more labor to do. Had some bad storms over the winter, and had to do some cutting of the trees and getting stuff cleaned up, ready for the nice weather. Sorry for the wind, y'all, but you're gonna have to deal with me and my camera for a while here, my phone, just because my chickens have taken over my little video studio that I set up, and they are loud little boogers. Yes, they are. But guess what? They're good, they're cute, and I got them a new home. Check this out. Yeah, look at that thing, huh? This is beautiful Amish made chicken coop. Haven't gotten the fence done. Hopefully another week or two. Had this delivered. Got a lot of work going on the farm. Set up a compost bin over there. Got some other things I want to do. But yeah, it's been busy. It's been busy. Grit. The kids learned the meaning of that. This week I had them out there working, and you know, we do chores and stuff, and they do really good, but I told them if they would work hard for me, that I would even pay them $5 a day for $5 worth of work. And boy, they worked hard, and they were out here every day, and it was sunny, it was beautiful, it was hot. It ain't like that today, but no, they earned their money, and they helped me with the goats, getting some stuff done around the yard. We did a lot of stuff this week. It's been busy. But they learned the meaning of grit, resilience, scrapes and burns and cuts. Just rub a little dirt on them, let the cool air work on them. And hey, Rebecca, I got some girls flirting with me. Look at this. Look at this. What are y'all doing? Hi, sweeties. Hi, Rosie. How you doing, sweetie? Oh, look at you. Look at you, Daisy. Oh, you're a pretty one. Yes, you are. And Bo, well, Bo just likes the pine needles. And there's my little babies over there. I hope you can see them. I hope you can see them. I got Sweet Pea is the one with the white blaze down to her pink nose, and Huck, he is just standing under that thing there. He's a handsome little. Rosie, what are you doing? He's a handsome little fella. He's going to be my pack goat. And let me tell you about that goat. The other day we were sitting in the gazebo, had the mother-in-law come down and my sister-in-law. It was an awesome time. I put him in my lap, and he basically just fell asleep in my lap. And you girls got enough hay? Yeah, you do. Okay, how's your water's good too. Yeah, he fell asleep in my lap and gave me lots of cuddles. But yeah, we've been working hard. This is their enclosure for when the weather gets a little too ungoat-like. So, but been milking Rosie and Bo, and they've been producing a lot of milk. Probably about 3 quarts a day, and that's great. We've been having fresh milk and making homemade cheese. That was pretty cool. But yeah, I haven't been hiding. It's just been, we've been busy, had a lot of stuff to do when I had to help, because doing some of this stuff by myself was just crazy. Rebecca helped a lot with, helped me redo Luca's room that week, and then the kids helped. It's nice having that, those little hands to help out, and they worked hard every day, and they absolutely earned their $5. But hey, you know, I mean, I didn't grow up getting paid by my folks, but I thought, you know, if I had to get a, you know, teenage kid, what's up, Sweet Pea? If I had to get a teenage kid, I would have to pay him, and why not, instead of having my kids just you know, hang out inside and stuff, why not get them to get the fresh air? And they learned a little bit. They learned about resilience, a little toughness. As you can see, I got a bunch of pine. My goats love pine. It's a natural dewormer, and just what you saw out in the yard was only a little bit of it. I mean, I got half the yard done in a week. I mean, my brother Nick McDonald, he let me borrow his chainsaw because mine kicked the bucket. But yeah, I got a lot of stuff, and that's just a little bit of it, a little bit there, and I ended up dumping a whole bunch back in the back near the wood lot. But yeah, they learned a little bit about grit, that it takes a little bit of strength, a little bit of toughness to hang. I mean, they had their cuts and bruises. They had some calluses on their hands, and you know, calluses. You know, that's another probably word of the day one day I'm going to use, because a callus has really two meanings. A callus can be good. It's a good sign that you've worked hard, that your skin is repairing itself. But a callus also can harden your heart. We'll talk about calluses one day. But having grit, you know, wasn't necessarily tough day or tough couple weeks for me. Of course, with redoing the room, had to relearn some skills I ended up losing. But and of course, just working in the yard and working on the farm, de-winterizing the gazebo, things like that. I am full of cuts and bruises and scrapes, and but those things prepare you. You know, grit prepares you for tougher times, and grit is something that is inside of you. You know, throughout the Bible, God reminds us to be strong and courageous, and that's not just physically strong. And I got to tell you, my kids are getting physically strong, having to haul big branches and pallets. And another thing we did too, which was hilarious, right before the winter hit, I wanted to use one part of my land here for a kind of a market garden, and it just got kind of too much. I decided that this year just ain't gonna happen. But yeah, this piece of property right here is going to be my market garden. As you can see, some of it is discolored. Well, fall, I put down black tarp, and this is 50 and another 50. So I had 100 yards of black tarp, or 100 feet of black tarp, and that was going to be a market garden. I was going to kill this, let it regrow, maybe even plant some quick growing stuff. But in order to keep the tarps down, I had to put tires, metal, pallets, wood, and it's windy here. It is windy. So my kids were hauling tires and heavy pieces of metal and things. And I mean, they at the end of the day, they were just exhausted, but it was good exhaustion. But it was funny. We were moving these tarps, and the tarps are thick plastic, and I'll probably use them for our little garden here. But it was hilarious. Luca grabbed one of them in that wind gust, and he looked like he was on a parachute. And I'm like, boy, let go. And he's like, no, he was having too much fun. Even though he was a little sore, he was having too much fun. But yeah, grit. We got to have grit. We got to be strong, not just physically, but mentally and spiritually. Listen, look, we're living in some weird times I've never even dreamed of. I mean, food shortages and things like that. And, there's something about having some grit in your life, spiritual grit, even through those busy times. Listen, I put hours in on studying my sermons to prepare for that, prepare for Easter, and that was busy too. Yeah, you got to dig in. Sometimes you just got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, and don't rely on Red Bull. Red Bull does not give you wings, but I tell you what, Jesus gives you wings, and He gives you the strength to get through some tough times, whether it's physical labor, whether it's maybe going through a hard time financially, or even just maybe going through a tragedy. I don't know. But grit is there. God gives it to us. Be strong and courageous. He told Joshua. He told all his people to be strong. Mordecai was talking to Esther and was telling her, somebody else will get it done, but maybe you were brought here for such a time as this. So, you have to find that grit, even though it may not be in your nature. It's not in your nature, by the way. It's in God's nature. He calls us to be strong and courageous, not to be fearful. Oh, sorry about that. So that's the word of the day. Ain't that right, Rosie? Ain't that right, sweetie pie? How about you guys? What you doing? Hey, Hawk. Hawk. Oh, man, he is such a handsome boy. He's such a... Stop eating my phone. Goats are crazy. I thought kids were crazy, but goats are even crazier. But have a little grit in your life. If you don't have it, pray for it. And then hang around people who do have grit. Because they're going to be the ones that you lean on during those hard times. They're going to be the ones that are going to pray for you, even though their insides are being tore up, and they're going through hard times. They're going to be the ones, those who have some spiritual grit in their life, and a little physical grit don't hurt either. Like I said, I tell the kids all the time, and Rebecca was laughing because a song came on the radio called "Rub a Little Dirt on It." And I've been saying that to my kids for years, and I think it's a new song. I never heard it before, but before we started listening to it. But yeah, you rub a little dirt on it, let that cool breeze work on it, because that's how you learn, that's how you grow. You got to have a little grit. You can't always hide, can't always run. Sometimes you got to stand up, even though it may be hard. I've had some tragedies in my life where it was hard to have some grit. I just wanted where I wanted somebody else to take the pain away. Sometimes we've got to work through it. If you want to grow in your spiritual walk, you got to have some grit. And sometimes that means digging into your heart and soul and saying, you know what, I'm going to work through this. I don't care if I got some calluses on my hands. I don't care if I got some issues. Maybe it's loving somebody that's unlovable. You need some grit in your life. So yeah, that's the word of the day, grit. So sorry about the phone, but my studio area is taken over with chickens. Sorry. But they're loud little boogers. They are. They're loud little raptors. So you're going to have to deal with the phone for a little bit. So I just wanted to give you a little tour of what was going on in the homestead, in the promised land. That's what we call it, the promised land homestead. And there's a back joke behind that, but maybe I'll share that story one day. But anyway, hope you all have a wonderful day. I love y'all. And, I know your time is probably not easy right now, but you need to find some stuff in your own soul and strength. God has put you here for times such as this. Be strong and courageous, and have a little grit. All right, y'all, have a good night. And me and Daisy, where are you, Daisy? Me and Daisy, hi, sweetie pie. Oh, yes, you're lovey. Say have a great day. Love y'all. Bye-bye.